I have partnered up with Alois to make some champion-specific guides for the Summoner School website. I tried to put a ton of information in every single one of these guides. Currently, I've made 3 champion guides for the Summoner School website. I have made a Garen guide, a Warwick guide, and a Mordekaiser guide. In these guides, you will find stuff like explaining all the runes, the items, matchups, and so on. And on top of every single video that the guide provides, there is also a matchup spreadsheet for every single one of these guides. If you wish to check out one of these guides, the link to the website will be in the video description. Now, with this introduction out of the way, please enjoy this video. This matchup is sort of boring, and there's also the fact that Ornn has a lot of damage if you're ever caught in his triple brittle combo. If your W is down and he catches you in that combo, he might kill you straight up from full health or almost full health. What I like to do is play it pretty slowly until I get my Rylai and then start to fight Ornn way more. The moment I get Rylai, I look to freeze on my side of the lane, and that will force him to walk up the farm, and then I can chase him down. There's also the fact that his W cancels your ultimate, so because of that you want to let him W first and then you use your ult. In team fights you can try to use your ultimate on Ornn to deny his ulti engage, but if he holds his W, much like in the laning phase, he can cancel your ulti. In the super late game, Ornn will be hyper tanky and you're not going to kill him unless you have Bloodletter's Curse and Liandry's Torment. If you have both of those, then you're probably gonna be just fine. It will still take a while to kill him, but not as long. Now that I have Rylai, I can just freeze on my side of the lane, and if he tries to walk up, I can straight up kill him or almost kill him. Because of this, he has to approach me very slowly and save his W for my ultimate, or try to save his W for my pool.
turret.
Now that I also have my Bloodletter's Curse, if I am able to get my passive onto the Ornn, I should be able to chase him down always. The only way Ornn survives is if he gets to the tower, and that is literally it. This matchup is typically extremely boring and there's not a lot of interactivity. Singed will probably look to perma-proxy, it's what he does most. So what you want to do is try to deny him the proxy. The only issue is that due to his W and his fling, it's gonna be difficult to chase him down. Even if you have Rylai's, he can also rush Rylai and then you're both gonna slow each other down, and unless you get your passive up, you're not gonna be able to catch up to him. This is made even worse by the fact that he gets some movement speed when he actually gets near you due to his passive, and there's also the fact that he's probably going to go Boots of Swiftness and you won't always be able to get Swift yourself. What you're looking for is Rylai's Crystal Scepter with Verdant Barrier. Once you have those two, you can stick to Singed pretty well, especially because he won't be able to fling you off of him. The only way Singed can proc down the spell shield of Verdant Barrier is by using his fling. Either that or he goes Hextech Rocket Belt and uses the active to damage you so the spell shield goes down. But that will force Singed to buy Rocket Belt early, and that might not be ideal for him. This game started out quite rough for me and I got ganked a significant amount of times, and I'd say I could have played it better overall. But I still wanted to showcase a game where I'm not super ahead or even and where I actually fall behind in the lane. After you get Rylai and Verdant Barrier, you can look for other items that you need against their champions, like maybe Bloodletter's Curse or Liandry, Rocket Belt, Hexplate, whatever else. You should also respect his early game damage, especially if he has Ignite. If he runs up to you and flings you and then uses his W to space you out, it's gonna be difficult for you to win the 1v1 unironically.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Now that I have Verdant Barrier and Rylai, I have a chance of beating Singed. I can literally walk up to him, ulti him, and start a fight. And in this situation, Singed does not have Rylai. So because of this, there's a chance I'm able to kill him or severely chunk him before his second fling. Singed will always need to get a second fling off because the first one does nothing.
Has destroyed a turret.
My runes into Pantheon are normally a bit different, but I thought it might be Ambessa top lane, so because of that I took the setup that I normally take into Ambessa. The secondaries are all the same, it's just some small rune shards, and I don't take Legend Alacrity most of the time. What you want to do in this lane is survive until you're Rylai. The moment you get Rylai, it becomes pretty easy for you, and that's because you can stick to Pantheon easily. He can use his W to stun you up and then start walking away, and he can also use his E to dodge your Q always. On top of that, if the Pantheon plays it smartly, he can use his ultimate if your E is down in your ulti. That way he's going to be in the air for a while and his ultimate will basically always land on you. If the ultimate itself lands on you, it's gonna deal a good chunk of damage, but if the small spear at the very tip of the ultimate lands, it's gonna be even worse. And that damage hitting will unironically make you lose the 1v1 really hard. What I look to do is get some early armor like a cloth armor or chain vest and buy Giant's Belt first. The only exception to this is if I manage to kill the Pantheon in the early game and I'm confident I don't need that health and the armor. But again, if I want to be extra safe, I'm going to do cloth armor into Giant's Belt or chain vest into Giant's Belt or just Giant's Belt into my Rylai. In the early game, he's just gonna Q you until you die. Eventually, he will get to jump on you with his W, but that will only really happen if he knows he is guaranteed to win the trade and if he has his E. You need to use your W to constantly block out that Q damage. After you complete your Rylai, you can get plated steel caps, and then you can buy a Thorn Mail if he goes for Blade of the Ruined King second, but you also have the option of Hextech Rocket Belt or Experimental Hexplate. Now that I have Rylai, I want to look to freeze on my side of the lane and never let him walk up for free. If I am ever able to get my pull off and actually get my passive up, he should die. Because of this, Pantheon will be forced to perma-roam if I freeze the lane. When he does that, what you can do is push in the wave so that he loses stuff under tower, or you can continue to hold the freeze. Most of the time, I think it's better to hold the freeze because it literally makes top lane inaccessible for him. For example, if he goes to roam but does not use his ultimate, he can use his ulti to get back to the lane and then he will collect the minions when you push in. But if you never give him that opportunity, he will be forced to just roam around the map and he can never walk the top. The only issue with this is that it's solo queue, and in solo queue teammates can be unpredictable, so they might fight even if they know Pantheon is there.
Double kill. Triple kill. team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Thank you guys for joining me in this video. I hope you found the information useful, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully very soon.
I am favored by the gods and awaited in the Hall of Bones.